Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream. And today, I'm gonna...
Are you pre-recording an intro to a live stream?
No, yeah, it's streaming.
You already stream? Oh shit. I'm hello. Forgive me.
Okay, this is such a beautiful thumbnail. I'm in love with this thumbnail.
I have no idea. He has no idea.
it brings a certain couch to mind.
Oh no! This is just like the couch. God damn it!
This is just like the couch. He did it himself. He joined. Oh me.
Actually, it's like the couch. God damn it! Okay, if we weren't streaming, I would, man.
You would,
The
man.
conversation would have gone elsewhere.
Hi the Creeboo. Hi and welcome. How you doing? How's the slice of pie? A slice of pie as well.
It's slicing pie.
Let me put on my... Oh, goodness. What? Wait, no, that's not it. Give me a second. Ah. Thanks.
Cut this on very quick.
Okay. I am, in fact, back. And today is gonna trip. Oh, don't jinx me. Big move. Today we're going to... No one here will understand this. Well, not understand. It's just that no one here will remember. But a while back ago, I did some live streams where I was learning medicine. I had fun. It was fun. And when I say a while ago, I mean like 2 years ago. I think it was one of the early child checkups, so it was like around 2 years ago. And funny enough, I found the exact textbook by sheer accident that I was reading. And I remember back in the ye olden days, I went through the introduction, the chemical building blocks, organization at tissue level, and then integumentary system is where I finished off. And we are going to jump up, skip the skeletal system for now, skip the muscular system for now, all of these, and go straight to cardiovascular blood. That's what we're going to do. Now, this is going to be fun, hard. Well, more specifically, blood is what we're going for. This will be... I want to make a video about blood because my medicine videos have a history with being on the edge of what YouTube will allow, and generally YouTube not liking that. But this is a science video, so it's not gonna be demonetized despite the large amount of blood. Okay. Plasma, structural blood in which blood cells are suspended. Hemoglobin, iron-containing substance in the blood cells that binds to and transports oxygen from. Okay, makes sense. Oh, this is getting me back into the mindset. There is a way to remember medicine terms, and that way is the words. They're all compounds. Hemoglobin. I don't know what the globin means, but I do believe that hemo was blood related, right? Was it? No.
Blood is blood related? No way.
Was hemo blood related?
Hemo?
Yeah.
I think so.
I can't think of another word that... Hemorrhage, no, but that would be different.
Oh.
Hemo is blood
Like
related.
something with iron?
Wait,
oh fuck.
I think it's good, but hold on, hemo is blood related, but could you give me another word that actually has hemo in it? I'm feeling sleepy. I'll go sleep. All right, bye, Cree. I have that effect on people, especially this live stream will have that effect on people.
Listen, yeah, we had a bit of time on. He's on the couch sleeping right now.
Chemotoxin. That's an odd example, but all right. Cells and compounds. We're not looking for the. Okay. By volume, abscess consists of 45% of whole blood. Oh, they're red blood cells. Okay, RBC. They're doing freaking the shortening words. It's confusing me. Plasma. Plasma is more than red blood cells. That's curious.
Why is I hate that fucking word of something in the body?
But plasma.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I mean, fair.
It's slightly confusing, you know? You made of plasma.
Hard time even arguing with that. This is just fair. I'm mostly curious about the mechanism of how blood is able to pick up oxygen. That's what I'm mainly interested in.
Like binds to iron.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
Which when the circulatory tissues mature red blood cells lack a nucleus and organelles and have no nuclear DNA. Okay. Endothelial, right? Vessel cells and all the blood cells are also marked by glycoproteins. Oh, I remember how fun this is.
What the lovely lines.
These are all lovely words that will take me 7 business days to decipher. These sort of facts are the ones that I never understood. Like, why are they included? The combined surface area of all red blood cells of the human body would be roughly 2,000 times greater than body's exterior surface. When would you need that information? How do you know? Prove it. Show me. Cover a human.
Such a unsurprising stat, you know?
Cover a human in their own red blood cells 2,000 times, and I will believe you.
Kind of like saying a total area of a fucking sponge is better than the like approximate area of a sponge, you know? Like no fucking shit, man.
Okay. So thems.
Thems.
Thems be okay. Thems be thems. Alright, these are all basics. We're looking, mainly looking at chemistry, which if I remember how this textbook functions, we're not gonna find it actually. I remember it had a lot of biology, not a lot of chemistry. But still, useful skimming over, why not? And the average adult has a blood volume of roughly 5 liters, 1.3 gal. That must be a pretty small gal. What's she doing? Okay. Right. Erythrocyte. Site was cell, if I remember correctly. Erythrocyte. No clue what the erythro was. Involved the transfer of oxygen, also called the red blood cell because of the red coloring. Okay, so that's a red blood cell. Alright, so it's just red blood cell. Splendid. I just think alchemy was real when I was younger, and I learned that it wasn't real. I learned it was real, it just takes millions of years. Well, it takes millions of years or one really, really large donut. You know. Depending what you want.
Depending what you want, yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Me after turning to my 11 pounds of uranium to see it reduced to 6 pounds.
I just remembered this when I was chapter 4 was about. Oh my! I'm getting flashbacks. It feels like I have PTSD from a war. I just remembered back when I was learning it in chapter 4 about tissues. It did mention there that when it goes to connective tissues, other than like the joints and such, blood was one of them, which was comical, because connective tissue is a very descriptive name. These are the tissues that connect stuff, and blood is one of them apparently.
I mean, if it like, you know.
You mean what? It connects nothing.
Like whenever like hardens, you know, after you cut it up, I guess it's somewhat connected.
Platelets.
Then, but like there's not even blood. Like there's a bunch of like shit being released to blood to make it like, you know, do that.
Say something.
Meow.
There we go.
Meow.
Hi there, Ali! You didn't tell me you were streaming this. Dog, I'm offended. Ali, listen, I knew you would find your way. I'm just... I didn't want to ping you again because I got your hopes up with a medicine video so many times and I have failed every single time. I did ask a question of if you would help me, but that was mostly just like testing the water to see if you were how busy you were. Don't get your hopes up because historically a medicine video is just make its borderline personality disorder taking root, but no, I've got nothing. Keep going, Katsi.
we are here to get you to follow through, okay? And by we I mean I am here.
Yeah, as if you could.
Here spiritually on the couch.
Yeah, as if you could make me do anything. And Timon is asleep on the couch right now.
Okay. Listen. I mean, we are simply learning medicine together, learning anatomy together, while Timon is sleeping on the couch.
Exactly.
There's nothing weird about it.
Hold on. A bit. Oh. This really brings back memories. Ali, by the way, fun fact, this is the same textbook, and I am getting flashbacks. I just genuinely just looked up a medicine textbook, and it's the same one. I remember because I remember going from the fucking organization at the serial level and having the same fucking topic of water moving between two containers 7,000 times. I'm not joking, this is ridiculous. In there, fluid mosaic model, diffusion, osmosis, primary active transfer will be different. Like all of these, they just kept mentioning the same fucking thing over and over and over again. We're like, yeah, water moves. Yeah, I know. I'm mad for no reason. I have a whole bunch of tabs open waiting to teach you about blood. Do you? I'm listening. I would prefer you to teach me than the textbook, to be completely honest. So hey, if you do, I'm all for it. Last time you tried teaching me about medicine, we got a cool banana emoji. So.
It's me. What?
Yeah, on the server there was the cool banana emoji, and this is such a ye olden days. No one knows.
Why is he even on the server?
Cool banana.
Yeah.
Cool banana. There we go. This. Well, it's a long story.
Why is
Don't
he
worry.
bad color?
Can I hop on DC? Oh, you can always hop on DC. Obviously.
Hell yeah.
I feel like
I would mind another person on the couch.
Yes, on the couch. Non-style videos for set theory. Like, I get it's hard for visual showing, but the general public finds sets uninteresting, same with college students. Well, the reason why general public finds sets uninteresting isn't really because they're difficult, only because of the opposite reason. It's kind of too obvious. Like, set theory is a very intuitive approach to mathematics, I would say. It's like much more intuitive than stuff like type theory, for example. You know, with set theory, you just have this idea of a set, and you manipulate it in a way that's very similar to like geometric manipulation, which is very intuitive to humans. That's why no one ever bothers to explain it. Since I'll not leave the more complicated stuff vague. But to be fair, I am here for the simple stuff mainly, I imagine. All I want to do is know about blood. That's not weird, you're weird. Oh, I am at my peak insomnia moment right now. I can feel it. This is good. I did skip over a bunch because integumentary system. Yeah, by the way, everyone, I've. It was like a whole studying session like when I did it last time, of spread over multiple streams, and I've only lasted to chapter 5. Chapter 5 defeated me. I am bad at studying medicine. Didn't even make it through the bones. Libratext based. Yeah, I agree. It is based on qualified sources, is what it is. Libratext is phenomenal and beautiful.
Based on hardware installing it.
Imagine, I could make a video about actually the entire cardiovascular system. My tissue exam in A&P killed me. I didn't mind the tissues too much. There were only 4 types, weren't there? I remember that much. Oh, let me see if I can name them actually. That was gonna be...
Skill tissue.
Hold on, skill tissue. Let me just see if I can... So there was the skeleton muscle one, then there was the connective, then the smart one.
The smart one, yeah?
The smart one, yes. But the subtypes, yeah, the subtypes I imagine would be killer. You know what's funny, Ace? As shite as I am at learning medicine, the knowledge did stick with me. I can tell you that the lowest stratum of the integumentary system is basal. I can tell you that. Haven't used that knowledge in years. Never used that knowledge, in fact. I never needed that knowledge, but I remember it. Don't know what for. I remember there are 7 stratums. No clue why you would need 7, considering how they're all basically the same fucking thing. I don't remember the name of the top one though, but I do remember the way I remembered it was that it had something to do with stratum basale. I remember it as a base. Hi Detefta, favorite biology word, connectome, what is that? Basale, and the top one I remembered by being similar to graves. Let me check. I'm gonna kick myself when I find out the name, but...
Fine.
Epidermis, that was epidermis, yes, not dermis. Corneum.
Hello?
Ali.
Oh, that's
Oh my-
so loud.
What's so loud?
Wait, how do I turn you guys down a bit?
I don't think
Oh,
we have a
I
top.
don't think you can. We're kind of turned on.
Don't say that.
Oh, now you're
I mean, you are-
shy, aren't you?
Oh, that's
You
that's
aren't wrong,
better.
but like, you know.
Oh yeah,
So
Katsi,
much better. Oh my god.
Katsi,
Can
no.
you hear me all right? I have
Yeah.
to hold my microphone.
You and your
Yeah,
setups,
I
as
can
always.
hear you. I can put it on 20% and it's fine.
You are well known for
Okay.
incredible PC setups.
I know. I'm making it through. There we go. So I'm just gonna pull up a couple of pictures to show you, and I'll just kind of walk you through them.
Oh yeah. May I show them all on stream?
Yes, yes.
Good. Good.
As soon as I figure out.
I like the fact that I don't even need to pass if
Don't-
if it'll be good on stream or not, because they can't demonetize me. This is medicine.
No, it's nothing bad. Will that post? Do I have to like download it? Sorry,
No,
I'm so
no.
tired. I'm so tired. It's been
Oh.
such a long day for me.
Don't worry, I'm right there with
Okay.
you. But I just
That
thought
doesn't
of
look.
something.
That doesn't look good on a black background. Can you
Don't
make
worry,
that a
it's
white background?
it is already did that. I'm incredible.
Okay, great.
Wow.
So what is blood? Well, blood is made up of 3 different things, as you can see by this beautiful, beautiful picture. Most
Yes.
of it's plasma. Okay.
Hmm.
Plasma is like the liquid portion. It's mostly water, about 90% water. And then you got your white blood cells. Those are about 1%. And then you got your red blood cells. Those are 45%. Okay.
Right.
I want to show you. What do you want to learn about blood?
Well, I'm okay.
What do you already know?
Nothing. Honestly, until today, I didn't even know it was in a human body. I thought that was like an. I thought that was like an extra thing, you know, like a. Like an extra, like
Here,
a
I'm just gonna
DLC.
post a couple of these
Where's that
pictures,
joke
and
going?
you'll tell me what you want to start off with. I had a whole set of pictures to show you because I was so excited to teach you about blood.
I don't mean to be that guy, but considering, let's be real, I suck at medicine, and the image of like the graphic RH incompatibility in pregnancy, that feels so oddly specific considering my lack of knowledge.
No, wait, I'm pulling up another thing because so basically, we'll start. I told you how much of blood is in your body. We'll go over the different types. You see the antigen photo with blood type A, blood type B?
Yes.
So there's 2 types of antigens mainly on each blood cell, or none at all. If you can see, blood type O has nothing, type A has that type, and then type B has that type.
Yes.
There's also RH. Now RH, don't ask me what it does, I don't honestly know. But you can either have that antigen or you don't. Now, women who don't have that antigen, but the dad does, if the baby's positive but the mom's negative, what will happen is some of that baby's blood will go into the mom. She'll develop antigens against it, or antibodies against it. And so her second baby, it's not actually her first baby that's in danger, but if she has another baby that's RH positive, then her antibodies will attack that baby.
Oh, that is dark.
Yeah.
That's
But
the fuck?
there are medications, like, it's very well known, so if there's an RH negative mom, they'll give her medication so she doesn't develop those antibodies.
Like an autoimmune disease, except without the auto. You're just like your immune system for killing another person. That is dark.
Yes. Yes.
That-
But if you go to
okay.
that last picture I posted, oh my god, that's small.
If I had that nickel, if I had that
Okay.
nickel.
So, but this also just kind of shows you, so when I was saying the group A has the A antigen, they
Right.
develop antibodies against the B. So that's why you can't have intermingling blood types. So like if you need blood, you need your blood type because your blood type has the antibodies against the other blood type.
That makes sense. However, okay, so
Right.
like from there, I have 2 paths of curiosity. I imagine the directions which I would like to learn. First one, I'm gonna put up for later. That would be like what actually happens to blood as it's going through the body, like the journey. And the second one, which would be, I suppose, more of a now. Why do these antibodies exist?
To pass, like, to defend against infections, right? So, even though we don't, like, we know that, oh, that's blood, it's not gonna hurt us, our bodies see it as a foreign particle. So they see it as an infection. But we have the antigens so we can fight against infection, because each infection, each virus has its own antigens that binds to the receptors on cells.
But wait,
Does
but
that make
then
sense?
I mean, kind of. But then why wouldn't all humans have the same blood type? Why wouldn't there just be just one kind of antibodies?
Evolution. So you'll see, like, in different parts of the world, our blood types are evolutionized to be different. The best example I can give is like in Africa, their blood has certain like genetic properties that evolve to fight against malaria because there's a lot of mosquitoes out there. Now, having that gene also makes them more susceptible to sickle cell, but that property, that evolution, helps them against malaria versus someone in Canada won't need that evolution quality, so they didn't develop it. As to why there's different blood types, does that make sense?
I mean, in a way, but okay, be patient with me. So,
Yes,
because
yes.
there are effectively like two types of antigens, from which you get 4 blood types. Like this picture is very descriptive. I like that. However,
Yes.
why would there be 2 types of antigens? Because it's
Again, I think
because
I don't know for sure. If I were to put my best educated guess on it, it would be something to do with evolution and helping that particular civilization survive in different parts of the world. So like someone in Africa is going to need something different than somebody in Alaska.
so like antigens have different properties.
They all function, they all serve the same purpose.
I have a habit, by the way. I've learned about this habit when I was making a video of Flame, or whenever I asked Flame or for any help on chemistry videos. That is, I have very specific questions that apparently when like experts, go through academia, when they learn everything they learn, I have a very specific habit of asking questions that no one cares about. And so like throughout... No, what I mean by that is that...
Question.
Is that like, for example, Flame, he's did masters in chemistry, and I really often find myself asking him questions that he just never encountered in his entire journey, simply because no one like cares about that sort of thing.
Nobody considered it.
Yeah, nobody considered. No one.
About it. Just nobody considered it.
I feel like those two kind of correlate. So you will need to get used to the fact that I will ask a lot of questions that just no one bothered about through all the years of med school. Okay, because to me, so it would make sense if antigens have like different properties. So in some cases, one antigen would be more dominant due to natural selection. In other cases, it will be another one. And AB just kind of makes bag and O can go fuck themselves.
Right, I was gonna say, I'll throw your head in a loop on this one. The type O and the type AB. Type O has no antigens. Now they still fight against infection. They still do all those same things, and they also use the antigens almost as a way as like identity markers, because they contain the antibodies to antigen A and B. They contain both of those antibodies. So it is still like a way of recognition, but they don't have either. And then AB has both. So something to put in your noodle is blood type O can donate to anybody.
Yes.
Because they don't have any antigens that would affect the other blood type.
I don't know where I know the fact that
can take any.
Oh, I know where I know this from. Fuck, this is also gonna happen a lot. House MD, one of the seasons, they talk about their blood types, and House has a blood type of AB, whilst Wilson has O, and that's because they make, they're just doing small talk of how House is very selfish and has AB, and Wilson is, cares for everyone and has O, universal donor. So that I know about that. It makes sense then. So basically, like, when you don't give O to anyone, then antibodies don't attack it because they don't have any of the antigens. However, when you give AB to anyone, then no matter what other blood type you give it to, some of the antigens will attack it. Some of the antibodies will attack it, and because it has the antigens.
Yes.
So that makes sense. So, and antibodies in this case are just like any good ones, any like that would be used against viruses. Like they're just an antibody. That's it.
Yes.
All right. So that makes sense. Ish. the one thing I cannot wrap my head around is that there are two types, and then like, is it because these antigens are found on viruses? On the blood cells?
Yes, sorry, I was looking something up. Yes, antigens are also on viruses. Let me pull up a good picture for you. All it is an identity marker. It just tells you what that cell is, you know?
Also, don't mean to
What type
interrupt
of
you, but last Beanbender just said that they're going to Michigan because they love Michigan men.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again?
Last Bean in chat, last Beanbender just said they're going to Michigan because they love Michigan men.
I mean, that's
What about
fair.
with
How can I
Michigan
stop
women?
them?
I can be a girl. Sorry.
Will Wood reference. Well, all those two people in my entire community who listen to Will Wood. I wish I could be a girl in that way. I wish I could be your
Sorry,
girl.
I'm also looking into showing you the different white blood cells.
I'm too big to understand.
Oh, you know what hemoglobin is, right?
Hemo blood globin. It's not a real word. I refuse to.
It's a protein. It's a protein.
Oh, that's for capturing
blood.
oxygen.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, then.
So I had this pulled up. What the heck? What happened to it?
In the meantime, I'm gonna make myself.
I don't have a good picture for it, but I wanted to show you. Here it is. I wanted to show you the different types of anemia.
For people watching, because I obviously know, what exactly would be anemia?
So anemia is just it's a broad category of disorders that affects the blood, and it's either iron or it's a whole bunch of different categories. Too much, too little. Something is wrong with the red blood cell. I'll go through them. Let me pull up that chart. Where did it go? And I'll kind of walk you through it. Oh, I already posted it. Okay, so the main types of anemia. The main one is hemorrhagic. I can't say that, but if you break it down, it just means excessive bleeding. So that can be from hereditary reasons. Like hemophilia, which means that the person doesn't make any clots, so their blood doesn't clot, so they bleed too much. And then there's non-hereditary, like getting surgery, for example. If the surgeon messes up, you can literally bleed and you'll get a type of anemia. So that's what I mean when it's like, it's really broad to like define what anemia is. It's like, it's something wrong with the red blood cell, is what I could basically
Okay,
say.
that makes sense.
But, let me see. But the main one is iron deficiency. Let's see. You know what sickle cell disease is, right? I told you about that.
Hold on. Is it the with the hand
It looks like a crescent moon.
I don't know if that was meant to help me because it didn't. I more remember. Is it not enough blood going to the? Am I even in the right ballpark?
No.
I'm not. Fuck.
So it's an inherited disease where I'll pull up a picture that the cell itself is sickle shaped, like a moon, and what happens is it gets caught on the blood vessels, and it causes even more bleeding, and it's hard for oxygen to attach and stuff like that. But that's the one that unfairly affects African American or African descended people.
I see.
Yes.
It does make sense now with the sickle was okay. That's quite descriptive.
Oh my god.
Even Quasar knew the answer. Fucking hell.
Oh, but this is one that I bet nobody in chat will know is thallus. I don't know how you say that. Oh.
Before you say anything, I would like to mention that
Thalassemia?
one of the people watching is literally called BioNerd, so they might know.
Ask BioNerd if he knows what
Also,
thalassemia
BioNerd
is.
said it's a protein. Girl, do you know how little that narrows it down when you said it's a protein? I don't mean to be that guy, BioNerd, but Ali said it's a protein, and I knew which one. So, Mickey's ignoring me. I'm literally talking about you right now. Honestly.
Girl, like, why is chat always so mean to me?
Oh, yeah, I can relate to that.
Isn't there some study behind it? If males are like mean to women, it's because like they're fucking stupid and they have like the most to lose.
Oh, that's what it is. I'm gonna scream sexism. They hate me because I'm a woman.
Just something like that. Like
Or so they
stupid men
think.
are mean to women on
don't.
average more than smart men.
Someone posted that in the Discord server. I know what you're referring to. But no, I prefer to think of it as just everyone hating everyone who's not me because I am amazing. That's the obvious reason.
Right. That's what
I
it is.
mean,
And then they hate
I'm
me
not
because
I'm not into them, but like I'm ambivalent. That doesn't mean I hate them.
It's called being gay, Kelsey. That's the word you're looking for. My girlfriend does neuroscience, so some things trickle down to me. Am I only now learning about that? Have you never told me about this, or have I just never realized it? Okay, doesn't matter. The point is, alright, style makes sense. Now, blood. First, the biochemical aspect of it. Let's go. Unless would you? Because I feel like you would know much more about the anatomical. I have no idea how to make words. Anatomical aspect. How comfortable are you with like the chemistry of blood?
Decently so. I know the blood clotting process pretty well.
I would be, for example,
What was it that you were wanting to know?
how hemoglobin, for example, captures oxygen and then releases it.
I'm sorry, say that again?
How hemoglobin captures oxygen and then releases it. Or did I fuck up the protein?
Let me refresh myself real quick and let me see if I can explain it.
Make it. Do you know if Americans like math? Well, last bean bender, grouping a group of people, okay, just by their nationality and then assuming things about them is very phobic of you, and I will not tolerate it in my live stream. And then Quasar just replied with, I like math.
French, then fuck all of them.
This chemistry isn't too complicated.
Okay, now I'm all ears then. Also, Katsi, French aren't people, alright? Let's calm down. Yeah, I'm all ears. Would you like, by the way, because on Discord there is a whiteboard. And
Is there?
True.
yeah, we all the time. Hold on. Oh, this is a live, which means you
See,
can
but,
you can have.
it's kind of tough.
Oh,
My left hand is holding a mic, and I
Oh,
can't
that's
have
fair
I can't have my mouse plugged in with my microphone plugged in.
that's-
So I'm stuck to a one-handed keypad.
wait, you can't have your mouse plugged in if you're back.
Listen, it's hard.
This is some-
It's hard times. out
I
there.
get it.
Make
It's
it
hard
your
to-
setup. What the fuck
We
is
have-
that?
This is like a
I had
make
to
it.
improvise. I had to improvise really quick.
A while
I have
back
my
ago.
headphones plugged in or Bluetoothed in, so I didn't have to worry about that.
A while back ago when I was working with the Raspberry, I had only one adapter, so I had to choose between either using a keyboard or a mouse. I couldn't have both, so yeah, I get what you're going through.
Exactly. I'm trying to see if I can find a good image.
It has to do
this
with
has a lot to do with the lungs.
it has to do with the electronegativity of oxygen. Please
Kind of.
say.
The
I mean,
oxygen
that's kind
does
of-
bind to the iron.
I mean, I kind of can, like, my knowledge of chemistry is much like, oh, this is magnitude better than my. I don't have any
me
medicine
see.
knowledge, no biochem knowledge. I do have a lot of chemistry knowledge though, a lot. So I understand how oxygen bonds work. It's just that I'm bad at proteins because I haven't done shit with them.
Is that picture I just posted, is that kind of what you're looking for? Is like the actual chemical process there?
I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna brutally honest with you. I don't think I know enough to know what I'm looking for.
Okay, I'll explain it to you in my terms. Okay.
Go
Because
off.
I'm not as chemistry oriented. Or do you want to look at that picture first?
I can do parallel. I can multitask.
Okay. So my explanation of it is I would have to pull up a picture to tell you exactly where the blood starts, where it ends, but in the lungs it gets oxygenated, and that happens through the oxygen binding to the iron.
Right.
And from Google it says it forms oxyhemoglobin. Didn't know that.
I mean, oxyhemoglobin literally just
partial
means.
pressure.
I mean, oxyhemoglobin literally just translates to oxygen hemoglobin.
Oxygen hemoglobin. Yeah, I know.
Makes that does make sense.
We love
But
smart
no,
words
yeah,
here.
it's just basically it binds to the iron. Partial pressure has stuff to do with it.
Okay, so like this, then.
But I think that picture is probably more what you're looking for.
Iron? Wasn't HB it's lead, isn't it? Or does this stand for HB like hemoglobin? Wait. It does HB in this case stands for hemoglobin? No!
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin. No, that's idiotic! No!
BioNerd, what
Oh my goodness, HB stands for hemoglobin. Oh, I recap. Okay, makes sense. So
Wait,
oxygen.
so that you didn't know that HBO stand for hemoglobin?
No, I did because hemoglobin. So the two accented letters are H and B for bin. I am.
Yes.
If Make It makes a biology video, I'll just scream. Let's calm down for a second.
Make it make sense.
It's going to be biology, biochem, medicine because we ain't got a budget to divide them by much. Okay. So oxygen goes in.
I have my chemistry notes up. Ew.
Okay. So this is what happens in the lungs, right? Then this also releases an hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion goes to
Okay, I'm not gonna take credit for this picture, but this one explains it really well, too. Very simply.
alveoli. What's that?
That's the little air sacs in your lungs.
Oh, alveoli will be the. Oh, alveoli like plural of alveol. And then.
Yes.
And then alveolar membrane, alveolus, all of that. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Little air sac.
I am going to school for biomedical and molecular sciences. I am convinced you are making this video for me. Funny enough, BioNerd, I cannot remember any person other than you who actually does biochem on the entire server. I'm glad it's getting vindicated because every single time you've joined in so far, I was doing computer science. So I imagine that
Honestly,
must have
I'm
been.
so excited too.
Yeah, I do have listen, this could be just my monthly borderline breakdown, okay? Let's not get too excited. We've been there before.
I'm here to exploit your monthly breakdown. I'm okay.
I'm stuck in toxic friendship.
Well, you know, it only happens once in a blue moon.
Okay. That makes sense. Right. Enters red blood cells, binds to hemoglobin. 2% of oxygen remains in plasma and tissue. Okay. So, the blood, right? It enters the lungs. In the lungs, it undergoes this, which means it takes in oxygen, 2% of which stays in plasma. I feel like considering this fact being accented twice, it's important. Then it binds with hemoglobin, and at the same time, it's also releasing the CO2 from the hemoglobin. Wait, is it just releasing it, or how does it release it? How does it know when to release carbon
Sorry, I
dioxide?
was smoking. Sorry.
Oh, you
So
can't deal
that's
with this
also,
shit,
like,
can
the
you?
whole
It just
circulatory process. Let me find a diagram. That's the easiest way for me to explain things. This is probably not what you're looking for, but I'm gonna send it.
I haven't got a clue what I'm looking for.
I think this is a good like introductory picture.
Ah, right. I mean, yeah, this makes sense. Lungs there
So,
to exchange
that
carbon
doesn't show
dioxide
the
for.
lungs. That
Whoa.
doesn't show the lungs, sorry, but
Wait,
the
so
deoxygenated blood starts in the right ventricle and the right arterial. I think that's what it's called. Goes to the lungs. Oh, the lungs are there. They get oxygenated. Go back to the heart. The heart pumps out the oxygenated blood, and then through the venous cava, I think it's called. It runs back up to the right ventricle and goes back to the lung.
okay, so makes
That's the
sense.
simple terms.
So lungs are there to replace carbon dioxide with oxygen, which happens thanks to this process. And then heart is there to keep everything pumping, and the body is there to suck up all of that sweet, delicious oxygen and burn it into carbon dioxide.
I was going to say like that.
Is it
Yes. Well, not just in your heart, it becomes carbon. It becomes carbon throughout your body.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like if the body is there to
Oh,
suck up the. Okay, checks out so far. What next? So, hold on, I'm revising a bit in my head. The carbon dioxide, oxygen, that'll. I feel like it's pretty. That I can easily wrap my head around because that's it's just chemistry. The things I am struggling with so far are because I know how it works in the lungs. Basically, you have a sponge where you're just trying to maximize the surface area to maximize the movement, and it is the classical old trick of chemistry, which means just averaging the amount of stuff. The secret trick that all I don't know what would be the opposite of an organism. All dead matter hates. This one simple trick of just normalize averaging the amount of stuff. The one thing chemistry-wise, the one thing I'm confused about is why does it only release carbon dioxide in the lungs?
why does it only release that?
No, why is it release it only in the lungs? Shouldn't it release it all because right here? Oh, is it because no wait. No, it's going from carbaminohemoglobin, so just carbon dioxide bound to hemoglobin. It's going from that to just hemoglobin and carbon dioxide separately without anything really activating it.
Say that again. I revised that and asked that again.
Well, it's basically it goes into the lungs as carbaminohemoglobin. So basically just hemoglobin with carbon dioxide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it releases that carbon dioxide. So it separates into two molecules. What causes the separation?
Between oxygen or the carbon dioxide and the
Yeah, because
blood cell?
yes.
That's a good question.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. My questions, right? Like no one bothers. Because the oxygen
Well,
getting
because I
in.
just know that you breathe it out.
Yeah, that's why I'm. Isn't electrical activity? Well, that's curious. BioNerd, you actually appear to be more specialized in biochemistry, so I would be asking you. And in the meantime, still the antibodies. I can't. given up. It's, for some reason,
it's called the Haldane effect.
How what though?
The Haldane effect, as oxygen binds to hemoglobin in the lungs, it causes, I don't know what conformational change is, but it causes the hemoglobin molecule to change, I'm guessing shape-wise. Oh, that's what it is. It changes its shape.
The classic protein
Such a
chestnut.
simple answer.
Classic protein chestnut, changing the shape.
As the oxygen begins to bind to the hemoglobin, I'm guessing it's changing its shape, causing the carbon dioxide to move.
Oh, so this is removing. Oh, never mind. Then the graphic confused
Let me
me
see.
because I thought.
I think that was a lot simpler than I thought it was.
Oh, because then the graphic confused me. It would make sense if the oxygen triggered the carbon. Well, then it would be a bit confusing of how carbon dioxide, how it would go the other way. Bro, you should be an aerodynamicist. Funny enough, Adrian, I know basic mechanics, I know quantum mechanics, I know chemistry, I know a little bit of organic chemistry, fair bit of material science, stud of mathematics, a splurge of computer science. I'm right now studying medicine. I have never in my life studied aerodynamics. Aerodynamics is the topic I know the least about.
Look at the picture I just posted. I think that's a really good one that shows.
Serum from metabolism. Oh, you get an ion. Okay, so the blood cell, beautiful donut.
Beautiful.
It releases carbon dioxide heat. Bohr effect lowers the pH. All
Which
day in
causes
effect.
the hydrogen to come in. Love the Bohr effect.
Yeah.
And then, so all of these release the oxygen along with temperature, carbon dioxide, and then what's BPG? 2,3 BPG.
I've never heard of BPG before. I've heard of other weird acronyms. For the blood, I've not heard of BPG.
Blood per gram. I haven't got it. I don't know.
No, it's biphosphoglycerate.
Okay, makes sense. So, organic molecule.
Yes.
Right, biphosphoglycerate, then... As that molecule is part of biphosphoglycerate. pH. So that all releases the oxygen. Okay, what kind of question can I ask that? Okay, let's talk more about the anatomy of in the room. Chemistry, I feel like I could do way easier.
Chemistry, I'm less strong on.
Yeah, chemistry, I'm more strong on, so I feel like I should stop focusing on that. Anatomy. So
Do whatever feels right to you, man. I'm here. I'm here if you have a question.
yeah, so anatomy, right. Heart. Let's start there. Like we pass the lungs, blood went into the heart, and is getting pumped. What happens then exactly? Because I get that it's going everywhere in the body, but like some highlights.
You want to know how, like, where the blood goes?
For example, well, I mean, I imagine the entire body, but like highlights of how exactly, what happens.
I'll show you what happens. That sounds like a threat. I'll show you.
Proceeds to open the arm. Sorry, make it. Also, I'm not a man, a woman in STEM erasure. Yeah, well, I can
Queen. Go
I can
off,
feel that
queen.
because I have to recheck the percentage of women to men in my view time just to see the update. Last time was somewhere around 5%, wasn't it?
Well,
Okay.
your percentage
So-
of people attracted to is 100% always.
Oh, this is a lovely graphic. I like it.
Yes, so I'll walk you through it. We'll start with the lungs. And something to note here, too, is whenever you see veins carry oxygenated blood. Arteries carry deoxygenated blood back to the heart and to the lungs. So we'll start at the lungs, start at the pulmonary veins. They go into the left atrium, which gets pumped into the left ventricle. There's also some little valves that prevent backflow. Can't remember what they're called, but there's valves in the heart that prevent backflow of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. And there's valves that prevent them from intertwining. That goes through the aorta, goes down into the abdominal aorta. It's all one huge, massive trunk in your body. It's actually crazy. I've cut into one. That goes into your trunk. It also goes into the hepatic, which goes to your kidneys and livers.
Okay, so makes sense. So right here is going into digestive tract, liver, kidneys, pelvis, legs. That I can wrap my head around.
Yes,
The
it goes
trunk.
all into that, and each of those organs go into the vena cava, which goes back into the heart,
Okay,
into the lungs.
about the trunk though. What is the
Yes.
trunk?
The trunk is your abdomen area, like the trunk of your body. It kind of looks like a tree.
Okay,
You know what I
and
mean?
what? Yes, what kind of looks like a tree? It's in your stomach. You know what I mean? Abdomen. What?
Well, no, like the your
Yeah, the
torso. It's your torso.
Right. Hold on. So what does the trunk supply oxygen for?
Everywhere in your body, it. It's all the other organs. Your
Okay.
pancreas, your
Okay, so like
gallbladder, whatever.
right. So digestive tract, liver. I said river. Digestive tract, liver, kidneys, pelvis, legs. Those have all separate tracks. Digestive and liver is
Yes.
combined in a way. And then they all have their own thing. But the trunk just has everything else.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, and then is there a way why arms and head and brain have been like separated off on the graph, or is it just for visual splendor?
A wonderful question. So as you can see, as the blood is leaving the left ventricle into the aorta, it branches. So if it goes down, that's called the abdominal aorta. If it goes up, it's the ascending aorta. It's all the same tube, it just branches.
Okay. Okay.
And then these arterioles, these are not the same thing as veins. And this says veins, this shouldn't say veins, it should say something else. To the left of it, sorry.
Hold on. Wait.
Because
Is this-
arterioles go into capillaries.
Okay. Right. And veins just go into the arteries.
Veins go into... No, that shouldn't say veins. That should say something else for arteries. I don't know what it is.
Right.
Off the top of my head, sorry. I think
okay.
it might just be arterioles. I think arterioles are both for oxygenated and deoxygenated blood.
Wait, hold on. So veins are just for the oxygenated, right?
Yes.
So all of these, when they're referring to veins on the blue side, this is just all misinformation.
Wait, say that part again. Sorry, I was reading.
Like on the blue side, when it says veins, this is all just misinformation.
Those should be arteries.
Okay, right. That just.
Or am I having myself confused? No.
For a second, I just felt
You're confusing
crazy.
me.
The image is confusing me. It's a chain. All right, that makes sense.
I think I had it reversed. Sorry. I think I had it reversed. Arteries are the oxygenated, veins are the deoxygenated. That explains a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so arteries
Yeah.
are the right. So arteries are deoxygenated. Veins are deoxygenated.
Correct.
Right. Yeah.
I think I was confusing myself.
I really want to do a bit in the video where I'll say arteries are deoxygenated, veins are deoxygenated.
Okay, listen.
With-
I
Right.
could tell you a little bit
With
about
text,
what's
it makes
going on,
sense.
but I'm not gonna out myself like that. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I've made a video yesterday, and I'm the only reason why I'm still awake is because I'm getting the post-upload insomnia. I'm not processing this well either. Don't worry, you're not alone. Right. So this makes sense. I can see this as a loop. If Theo was
Yes.
awake, because it's like what 4 in the morning in Germany or something. If Theo was awake, you'd surely join in and make a joke about the topology of this. But I can see this as a loop, right? With the heart, like if you cut a heart in half, it makes perfect sense. Okay, I think I got the entire. I don't know, I'm looking for a question to ask. Because I.
Well, I could also teach you about the white blood cells.
Oh, yeah, the go on, okay.
Okay. So I'll just post this image again. Just so it's easier to pull up. Here we go.
How many liters of
Okay.
blood do you have in my body or in my possession? That is going into best comments.
If you're looking for an answer, you'll probably have 6 because you're a man.
Me?
6 liters, yeah.
Oh no,
One
but
person?
no. Adrian asked how many liters of blood do you have in Bionet, just asked to specify it was in their body or in their possession. Very different numbers,
okay.
yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
You always carry your backup, you know. Good peace of mind. Okay, so white blood cells, right? That's what I do believe. I might need to pour myself some creativity juice.
It's not that blood of the fridge.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I didn't send it. That's why you weren't looking at it. Listen, it's 11 p.m. at night.
It's fine.
I've
Listen,
been
it's
up
fine.
since 5 in the morning.
It's fine. If you want to go to sleep, by the way, you can go to sleep. We can pick it up again tomorrow.
No, I will in a little bit. Also make it while you're getting your tea. I just want you to know
Tea?
you never replied to my Zingo comment earlier. I got a Zingo today.
Bingo. First of all, tea. I don't know where you got the tea from.
What? Oh, I thought you said you were making tea.
No, I said I was going for my creativity juice.
Oh,
That's-
creativity. Sorry, I also only have one
Like
earbud
coffee.
in. It is so jank. My setup is so jank. I'm sorry.
Wait, you're the Zingo what now? Because
If you go to tea time, it's really important to me, and I'd love the world to see it. I got a Zingo, and if anybody in chat
The
knows
image.
what that is, I will marry you.
the image, because I'll be honest, I didn't react to it because I didn't know how to react.
It's so important, though. I want to know if anybody knows what it is. Do you know what it is, Make It?
Obviously, no, I'm uncultured.
Zingo.
I've told you it's one of my obsessions.
What the hell is Zingo?
It's from Webkins. Does anybody?
Oh
in
my
chat-
goodness!
Anybody in chat play Webkins?
Oh fuck, that is so early. That is.
What is it?
I can show it on
Did you
stream,
look
but
up
then.
what a Zingo was?
Yeah, I. By the way, when you look it up, you get a drink. That's called Zingo. You need to go more in depth to find it. That is.
You gotta go dark. Deep.
you gotta go into.
I don't wanna look up on fucking Zingo.
It's $30 for the plushie.
I paid $2.
Oh my, go off, Queen. Honestly.
It was a half-hour drive, but it was only $2, and I love it so much. And he's sitting on my dashboard.
What the fuck is that?
I remember
That
the.
was
Oh
horrible.
my god, I remember it from some. This is like. Oh fuck! I forgot. Pets, auto.
Super Autopad!
Super auto pets. There we go. I still have it downloaded. I shouldn't forget super. Yeah, I still have downloaded. It's like
not play Super Autopet. That's a bad idea.
it's like Super Autopets of that other game. What was the other game called? Not Back with Battle, it was only the other game.
What's the
Giant microbes? Hell
what's
yeah.
the other Super Autopet game? What?
There was like a game, I think it was called Unicorns, something, I don't remember. I remember I played it once and I had a mental breakdown. Remember that one
I
game?
think I vaguely remember what game you're talking
Yeah,
about.
exactly, yeah, that game. Well,
Somebody on stream asked you to play it?
was it? Didn't you ask me to play it? I could have sworn it
Not
was...
a unicorn one.
I don't remember it was Unicorn. I just remember it had a... I had a mental breakdown, Ali. That's all I remember. All I remember is maniacally laughing and losing my fucking mind.
Isn't that all you do?
You know what? Then
Make
goal
videos that have
achieved.
breakdowns?
Kind of, but that was... There was something with horses. There was a horse.
There was a horse. That
There
doesn't.
was a horse.
That sounds worrying.
I remember horse. Because there were like pets in
The
there.
horse is here.
There were like pets in there. I remember that. They get like pets.
They're like Super Autopets.
And not quite, because I remember like an acid trip. I've returned from the tarot. What's popping? We are way off.
Let me know when you're ready.
I am ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Loud right now.
So, we'll start with the neutrophil. I think he's the easiest to understand. He's also the one that is the most in your body. Actually, I'll start with so you see the ones in red?
Yeah.
Okay, those are called granulocytes. Those have little granules in them, that like those dark little red spots. That's why they're called granulocytes, because when you look at them under a microscope, you can see the little granules.
Man, you mad people
No,
and your crazy names.
The blue ones, get this, are called agranulocytes. Wow, creative.
Damn.
Damn.
And it literally just means they don't have any granules.
Who named those things, man?
Okay, so the neutrophil, what it does is it's like 70%, I think, of your white blood cells. And remember that white blood cells only make up 1% of your blood. But about 70% of them, they just help defend the body against different diseases, and they engulf like a, what is it called, a phagocyte? They eat other microbes. I know. I was gonna break it down for you earlier. I was talking to myself, and I said, "Allie, you cannot say that word." But the first part of it means to eat, and then cyte just means cell. So it just means eat the cell.
I definitely like eating cells, but
I'll move on to the banded neutrophil, because that name really made me angry earlier when I found that image. All it is a basophil, I think. I think that's all it means by that. And basophils are involved in inflammation. So, but that's not just like a cut or an infection. It's also allergic reactions. So they produce histamine, and histamine is used by your body. Like you take antihistamines when you have an allergic reaction. It's involved in that. It's also involved in asthma, so people with asthma have a higher count of basophils.
Okay, but like, what is the practical difference between them?
Between a neutrophil and a basophil?
No, between the 5 types of white cells.
Their jobs.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, like I said, neutrophil eats bacteria. Neutrophils are highly involved in like allergic reactions and inflammation. Eosinophils are very, very small. A lot smaller than the basophil, but they're very similar with allergic reactions, except eosinophils, their main purpose is when you have parasitic infections. So if you do a blood test and you've got a lot of eosinophils in your, what is that called? The blood count, total blood count. Then you have a nasty little worm in you.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I was waiting for thoughts, comments, or concerns.
No, I'm listening. And then lymphocyte
Okay.
and monocyte?
Yeah, the lymphocytes. Let me see which one I want to start with first. I think I want to start with the monocytes because I think those are the ones that first appear at an infection. So, like, infection happens, they're first to arrive, and they are also aphagocyte, and they engulf the bacteria, and they also release hormones, I don't know what to call them, to get lymphocytes onto the site, and they're the main. Oh, I think there's a quarter of them, like 25% is what. Sorry, 25% is what makes it up, and they also fight infection, but they're the second to arrive. The monocytes come first, and then the lymphocytes.
Okay.
And then there's also different types of lymphocytes. There's
Never
B
end.
lymphocytes. I know, it never ends. B lymphocytes form in blood marrow or bone marrow, and they release antibodies, which fight the infections. But they also transform into T lymphocytes, which form in the thymus, which is an organ nobody's heard of, but it's in your neck, clavicle area. And they are what attack cancer cells. They call them killer T cells and natural killer cells. What did you call me?
Nice.
But those are the 5 types.
Okay. Right.
Would you like to go into the chemistry of any of them? Because I might be stronger on the
What
on the
about-
infection chemistry than I am blood chemistry. 'Cause
What about plasma?
I love this type of stuff.
What about plasma?
You want to know about plasma?
Yeah, because we haven't kind of skipped over that. Yes. What's the deal with plasma?
Yeah, I passed over it mostly just because it's not all that interesting. It's mostly made of water. There's also like some gases in it. There's some nutrients and waste. So when the blood goes through the GI tract, it gets the nutrients from the food and also any like carbon dioxide, any waste that it produces, and it travels in the blood. It helps the blood travel.
I don't like the phrase "there's some gases in it" because as a physicist, I don't like it. Oh,
You don't like it?
Like-
Why?
because it's a liquid. It cannot have gases in it. You can't have gases in a liquid. you can have like elements which are a gas. You can dissolve a gas in a liquid, but then it's not really gas in a liquid. I don't like it. You cannot have.
Well, they're dissolved. I guess it's not like gas. It's not gas bubbles.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like if you dissolve steam in water, then you haven't really dissolved. Then well, you have dissolved the gas in water, but you don't have gas in water. You just have more water. I don't like it.
Okay.
You can dissolve steam and water.
Well, it's
That's one
the
other thing.
oxygen and CO2.
Yeah, but I mean, but once they're dissolved, they're not. You know what? I'm getting irrationally angry again.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the ions because the ions are pretty interesting, and I feel like you might like that.
Okay.
So the ions in plasma are positively charged, and they're formed when atoms lose electrons. Wow, that was helpful. No, because I was looking for. Yeah, here's a chart. I find this stuff interesting. Potassium does a lot in your blood, and it's a very important, important element in your body. So these are the different ions that are in the plasma. What
Okay.
else?
Lot. I imagine
Wait, I haven't told you about platelets yet. Oh.
those are them that close them wounds, aren't they?
They are them things that close them wounds.
Hell yeah.
Let me see if I can find a good picture. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Acid reactions do release gases that travel through liquid to escape, though. Well, you can dissolve a gas in a liquid, but you don't really have then a gas in the liquid. For example, hydrochloric acid, right? hydrochloric acid is a gas dissolved in liquid, but the gas isn't really a gas anymore. It's an acid. Because if that would be still a gas, then hydrochloric acid would be a gas. You wouldn't really have it in liquid form. Because it is effectively just hydrogen chloride, would it be? Would it be the right way? Because I remember only one type of ions has "ide" on the end. Doesn't matter. The point is hydrogen chloride, let's say, I don't remember if that's the correct name. You would have it just that dissolved in water. That's basically hydrochloric acid.
Okay, so in this new image for the platelets that I pulled up,
Yep.
do you still want to talk about plasma or?
Nah, I get it. Ish.
Okay, sorry. So platelets are pretty cool. They do a lot of like the clotting factors, and I can go into that in a second. But those tiny, tiny little dots is what I find so cool. Everything around it are erythrocytes or red blood cells, which are the things that carry the hemoglobin. Those tiny little specks are platelets.
Oh, those tiny ones.
Now the chemistry
Maybe small.
chemistry involved in platelets is actually pretty intense. Let me see if I can pull up an image. It's very intense. There's a lot of different enzymes and stuff that play into it. That's not a good picture. Whatever, I'll use it. So this just kind of shows like what's happening when there's an exposure to the outside. The platelet adhesion means like they bind together, and then the von Willebrand factor is when it gets kind of complicated. It's basically like the secreted oil from the cells around that got damaged that makes the platelets combine or join due to the exposed collagen is the Van Willebrand. That's why it binds together. Looking for... Oh yeah, back to the vitamin K or potassium, why it's so important, and part of it being in your plasma is that the liver needs vitamin K to make the 4 clotting factors, which I think one of them is fibrinogen.
Wait, does K in vitamin K stand for potassium?
Yes.
I'm sorry, vitamin A, B, C, those aren't named after elements or molecules.
Right.
Why are some vitamins named alphabetically whilst others are named after an atom?
That's a great question.
I don't like this.
Oh no, they're distinct. It's not the same thing. I lived my entire life a lie. I thought it was potassium my entire life.
So it's just coincidence.
Yeah, because potassium is also really important in the blood.
That's just like in computer science,
'Cause
inside
it's-
process.
So potassium in the blood, it's completely different. I'm so sorry for the confusion. That's on me.
No.
Potassium in the blood is crucial for like electrolyte balance and keeping you hydrated. I have no idea what vitamin K does, because I always thought they were the same. Oh, it's just blood clotting. It's just a blood clotting factor. What do you want to talk about with blood? Where am I missing out on?
I don't think you're missing anything yet. I mean, I get the big picture really well right now. The only problem is specifics, and the issue with specific is that I don't know what's gonna be a problem for me. So like...
Well, okay, so what do you still have a question on, and maybe I can do a little research on it and explain it.
Well, the antigens and the antibodies. That's like, why is there two of them? That confuses me greatly.
Why is there two of them?
Yeah, because that's such a specific number, isn't it? If there was one, I would get that. If there was none, I would get that. If there were like 28, I would get that. But two. Like, two is too high for it to be a low number, too low for it to be a high number. Do you get what I mean?
I mean, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of like, why are there 8 electrons in a shell?
Well, there are 8
Like,
electrons.
Why is that, or in a full octet? Why is it that number?
Well, that's because when you have the s orbital and the p orbital, when you combine the total number of electrons that can be on them, that's 8. And you just
But
normally...
why is it 8? Why is it 5?
Well, it's 8 because
That seems
each
like a lot
orbital...
number.
No, it's 8 because each orbital can house 2 electrons, because there are 2 spin numbers you can have. And Pauli exclusion
Why is
principle...
it the number 2?
Wait, because you can only have spin up or down.
Oh, I guess, okay, no, that's fine. That
Like, I can draw it out for you if you want.
why there's
I can draw it out why it's an octet really easily in Paint if you want, because I know this shit. I'm proud to know this shit. Like, the thing is, are you familiar with... Oh, now it's my time to teach. Do you want the Discord stream so that there wouldn't be a delay?
I also have a simple answer for you too, but I'll watch your
Oh,
spin.
no,
I remember this now, but
Yeah, so basically, like, the Pauli exclusion principle. Are you familiar?
say that again?
Pauli exclusion principle.
No.
It basically states that 2 particles cannot have the same quantum numbers. Think of it as like...
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know it from
Yeah. Remco gave me a very long and advanced explanation of the Pauli exclusion principle, which went way over my head because fucking hell, I ain't getting paid enough for this shit. But basic idea is like, you cannot have 2 objects in the same place. This sort of thing. Now, electrons have 4 quantum numbers mainly. The principal, azimuthal, magnetic, and spin. Pumps. Known to the friends. And like, principal is basically the size, which goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Azimuthal is kind of like the waviness, that's how I always like to think of it, which depending on the size can have different options. So it's 0 for 1, then 0, 1, then 0, 1, 2, then 0, 1, 2, 3. And this is the SPDF subshells. Then magnetic, which is kind of like the orientation, which goes 0, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, 1, 2. I'm getting off topic. The point is, when you have a single orbital, that is what you get specified by principal, azimuthal, and magnetic quantum number. So for example, when you have 1s, 1 is 0, that is your typical sphere. My favorite chemistry website to the rescue. Right here, 1s, it's just a sphere. Now 2s is a bigger sphere, 3s is an even bigger, and so on and so forth. That's what increases in the principal quantum number do. They increase the size effectively.
Yes.
So going up, that increases the principal quantum number. Going sideways increases the azimuthal. So you can see that when we pick 4, for example, 4, 0, that's just a sphere. 4, 1 is like a more complex thing with like 2 sides, right? Like an hourglass. 4D is even weirder with like a donut around the hourglass. 4F is even weirder with like 2 donuts around the hourglass, and so on and so forth. So the first number increases size, the second number increases complexity. Then you have orientation. So if you pick 4D, for example, you can see that they're oriented just different ways.
Okay.
And then finally spin, which you cannot visualize because it doesn't make any fucking sense, but all we have to remember is that it's either up or down. That's it, 2 options. Now,
Right.
now the reason why it's an 8 is because if you look at the teal and green right here, you can see that on each shell, so each principal quantum number, you can only have 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is when. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's why it's an octet. It's because for like most reasonable elements, their valence shell is going to be only dependent on these two. And that's why it's an 8. And actually, as you go up and up, it stops being an 8. Because the larger atoms are just wacky. So the octet only works really well for the smaller atoms, which is fine because no one fucking cares about tellurium or whatever it is. And that's why for hydrogen, actually, it's not an octet, only it's 2. Because hydrogen doesn't even get to this show. So there is
I know that. You know, this whole saga here, I know all the like shells and stuff like that. I was trying to be pedantic with the details, and then I realized through it, chemistry has a lot more of a definitive answer than anatomy.
Yeah.
So there's the 3. You said 2. Well, the RH factor is actually an antigen, so that's a third antigen. There's hundreds of antigens on a blood cell.
Not gonna lie, I feel like this might be my undoing because like I was losing my mind over the octet for weeks until I understood it perfectly.
Okay. So
the antigens might be my undoing. I think
A and B are the most important ones. That's why people always say, oh, there's 2 antigens. RH is also an important one, but there's a whole lot of them. It's not like there's just those 3. It's just those are the 3 that we care about.
Okay, so I know it's gonna be a bit boring, but I am doing this for a video after all. I promised a video. So if I were to plan a video right now, real quick. The way I would do it is starting with just some like oxygen through 2 lungs. That's where I would start. Then shit, for some reason. There we go. Oxygen to blood. Then blood to heart. Then blood through arteries, correct? Because it has oxygen.
Yes.
Then arteries to capillaries, right? From arteries it goes to arterioles. Oh, and then arterioles and capillaries.
Yes.
Okay, to arterioles to capillaries. I know I'm not gonna spell it correctly. Okay. My head was just filled with the word trunk. And I just couldn't.
Trunk.
Capillaries and trunk, because it's important to me emotionally. Then capillaries to veins. Then veins to heart. Then heart to lungs. Cycle repeats. And then blood to wound, to do clotting.
I found the word that I was looking for earlier, by the way, because the capillaries go into the venules.
Venules.
The venules go into the veins.
Okay, so to venules. I don't want to get this from other ones, but venules.
It doesn't matter. No, yeah. This would have been a lot more helpful to have like known beforehand. But now that I know like kind of the progression you want to make, I can totally be down for that. So is it just circulation that you're looking into?
Well, I feel like I'm gonna skip over white blood cells because ideally I would like it to be.
Those are so cool though, man.
Yeah, but ideally I would like it to be a series if I'm gonna do med, because I feel like a one-off would be silly. And I feel like white blood cells should go for the immune system, shouldn't they? That would make way more sense in context.
Yeah, I mean they make up a part of blood, but you could put it in the...
I just feel like white blood cells in the context of blood, they would be very off, because the entire thing, like, that would be just the flow, and then all of a sudden be immune system jump scare.
Infections, yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, and that would be a fair journey, right? Now,
yeah,
let me try to bullet point it more.
That's like a 10-minute video, I feel like.
I wish. I'm
You don't think
crossing
so?
my fingers that it's gonna be a 10-minute video. But I am shite at like, hold on, let me see my most recent videos and see how much I've estimated. Recently I've gotten a bit better at estimating how long they are, but that's mainly because I've been doing very specific type. So, this was meant to be like, no, this was meant to be like 40 minutes and it ended up being 16. This one's 30. Shit. I'm bad at making short videos. Okay. Oxygen to lungs, that's... I shouldn't focus on this because it feels wildly relevant. That's just gonna be the intro. Oxygen to blood. In here, the most important part would be just the...
Wait, can I answer
Chemistry.
a question real quick
Yeah,
for
go on.
Ninja? Okay, so Ninja asked if isn't there one artery that goes to the heart? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. To be discreet, like the lung itself has different arteries. There's the aorta, which is like the primary one that goes to everything. The superior and inferior vena cava. Oh, that's the coronary arteries. That's why. But there's also like arteries on the heart as well. So there's a whole bunch of those. Go on. Sorry, I was just saying. I thought it was interesting.
No, I'm not laughing at you, don't worry, I'm not laughing at you. It's just that Google Docs corrected how it be pumping, I was referring to the heart, to how it be pumpkin, which I think is funny. Okay.
I like how it be pumping. That's so funny.
How it be pumpkin. Hold on, this unless it would make more sense. Chemistry of hemoglobin. There isn't much, but I'm worried I'm gonna still stretch it for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't dive too deep on the chemistry of hemoglobin. I mean, you could talk about like how
that's
it
the
oxygenates and then
one part I
deoxygenates,
could
but-
be good at. When it comes to how it be pumping, I imagine a brief mention of tissues would probably go a long way, wouldn't it? Means before this, musculoskeletal, weren't they?
Oh, do you want to talk about where blood originates? 'Cause it originates in the bone.
Wait, isn't heart made of smooth muscular tissue?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Come on, up top. That
I think
deserves
it's
it.
smooth.
Oh no, well, hold on. What type of tissue is heart made?
Oh,
out
it's
of?
cardiac. You're so lame.
Fucking hell! I was so ready to like up top and high five. What is this smooth?
That's
hold on.
okay. I agreed to it. 'Cause
Smooth
that sounded right.
muscu- What is small muscular tissue for then?
What is what tissue for?
Oh, smooth. Oh, fucking hell! It's for. Wait, is it? Where's smooth tissue? The elf will make it. Byron is so mean. I was really emotionally invested in that guess. Okay.
Smooth muscle is mostly for the organs.
So okay, that's why.
The stuff that doesn't, it's
That's-
involuntary.
That's
Any
what messed me
involuntary
up
movement is smooth.
because effectively smooth mass. I remembered it was for an organ. It's just that it's for every single organ except the one I fucking guessed. It is for every organ except the one I. Okay, so it's cardio muscle, not smooth.
Oh yeah, hematopoiesis.
Okay, then how it be pumping? That's kind of it. Blood through arteries. That would be just a quick rundown of them.
I don't know if this will
arteries.
interest you at all, Make It. I'm gonna show you this as well. This is how the blood cells are made from the bone marrow and how they differentiate into the different cells.
Oh,
So
that's
the lymphoids
curious.
can only
one of
only go into
that's curious because so in this case, actually, it's not separated off by whether it should be a white cell or like
They all
red
come
cell.
from the same cell.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that the first division, right? The 1st fork. No matter which way you go, you can still end up being a white cell. Because intuitively, I would think they would separate into, you either become like an, typical blood cell, or you become an immune. But but they separate into lymphoids. But if you don't become a lymphoid, you can still be like a basophil from one side.
Yeah.
I find that interesting. I genuinely didn't expect that.
Oh, I'm glad I shared it then.
The more bones make blood, the more terrifying it is that people are so casual about broken bones. I've never broken a bone in my life. I am skilled at walking. This is terrifying, isn't it? It makes sense, and at the same time, it's so wrong. To have blood be made in bones. Skeletons not only can bleed people, they do it all the time. Like a Skyrim skeleton, it should be just constant. Oh my goodness, that would be way more terrifying. Okay,
but not all bones create blood cells, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Isn't there like, I don't remember the 180 something bones. I don't remember the number. 113.
I don't remember them all. I can promise you that. But I know, like, generally it's like the big long bones that produce the blood.
Yeah.
Like femurs and stuff.
Then capillaries. Then how do they be distributing? And then another one will be quit correcting, is distributed. And then another one will be CO2 to hemoglobin. Mechanism. Then
I do have a question for you.
Yep.
So, because I know you're framing your video right now, like, mostly on transportation.
Yeah.
So the blood has 3 main functions, by the way. It's not just transporting, it's protecting and regulating. So are you going to make 3 separate videos, or are you wanting to put it all in one video?
Well, the last one, wait, could you give me them again? The 3 functions.
Transporting, which I think you're focusing on right now.
Yeah.
And then protecting, that's part of like the white blood cell, which you said you want to make like an immune video for.
Yeah.
And then like also regulating.
What is regulating?
Regulating meaning like pH balance, nutrients, vitamins.
I mean, regulating.
Oxygen.
I'm going to take a wild step in the dark, but is regulating, is it regulating stuff because of the typical mechanism of how everything wants to always have like an average amount of stuff? Was it called osmosis? Yeah. Oh, homeostate. There we go. Is that why it's regulating?
Yeah, I mean that's the main purpose of it. What it regulates.
I hate it with a burning passion.
Really? See, I would think you would like this because like
homeostate,
the blood pressure, for example, relies on like the constriction and dilation. It has different chemicals in it.
Okay, homeostate, right?
I'm sorry.
Homeostate.
Yeah, homeostate.
Think about it. It is the most boring thing imaginable.
Oh, okay. Wait, can I make a correction? Technically, for blood, it would be hemostasis, but homeostasis is a broad term.
Okay, homeostasis, no matter. This is the most boring thing imaginable. It's literally average. That's it. You're just making things average. Everything interesting is always when you have the more extreme the things that come together, the more interesting it is. Pouring magma onto ice is really interesting for that reason, right? Homeostasis, I think my brain refuses to even like acknowledge that word. Is that right? Homeostasis?
I'm so distracted. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you. Sorry, I was reading something. Because you were just saying homeostasis over and over.
No, I'm not gonna.
Explain the last part again. What was your question?
No, I just said that it's really boring. It's boring as shit because
Boring?
all it's doing is averaging things out. That's well, you could replace blood with water.
Chemistry.
And
You love chemistry.
that's not chemistry. That's
How is it not chemistry for
I mean, Ali,
vasopressin?
if you replace blood with water, it would still regulate.
It is. If you replace blood with water, it would still regulate. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, and I mean that's true. You like,
No, it's not true.
yeah, you would still.
The farthest thing from truth I've ever heard.
No, if it's homeostasis, then it still would because that's how homeostasis would work.
Well, homeostasis needs something in order for it to be homeosized.
Can water works?
Water is just H2O.
Yeah, and it's great at dissolving stuff.
Okay, tell me this doesn't itch your little chemistry brain. Hormones like angiostensin, 2, vasopressin, and epinephrine also influence blood pressure by affecting vasoconstriction and cardiac output. That's so cool. How is that boring?
I
How
understood
is
like
that boring?
I understood like 2 words, and one of them was a D.
Okay, so hormones, there's 2 hormones, which are chemicals. That's what hormones are.
You feel like you're trying to trick me into like you feel like you're trying to no make it look, it's still chemistry, it's chemicals. Hormones are chemicals.
I'm trying to convince you. They are. And they influence different parts of the blood, like the pressure. Pressure is science. I'm trying. Am I making a good argument why it's so interesting?
No. No. No, I struggle. Well, it's not that I don't find. The thing
That's
is,
the part I like.
I don't find proteins or hormones boring. I don't find them boring. I just don't know much about them. That's the issue.
That's a good comment, bio nerd.
With all the transfer, you better know something about hormones. I thought about
do you care about how thick your blood is? Because hey, that's a part of regulation is how thick.
I thought about synthesizing estrogen a while back ago, simply because there was like if I'm not mistaken, in the computer science channel on Discord, they were just talking about the synthesis of estrogen, and I mean, like, there is nothing that screams more computer science than synthesis of estrogen to me. That is the most computer science topic I can imagine. Mickey is about to say the wildest shit about homeostasis. No, it's boring. It's literally dissolving. That's it. It's the most boring part of dissolving. What's more?
Literally not boring. I love how different hormones interact with each other. I don't understand why I don't get chemistry, but I love learning about like the different pathways as to how like.
Yeah, but hold on. Am I misunderstanding? Because I feel like I don't know what homeostasis is at this point. Stasis. Process which living maintains stable environments by changing regulating factors like temperature. No, this is what I thought it was. Maintaining equilibrium. Equilibrium
Isn't it interesting how things don't just go to chaos for no reason?
In chemistry. Well, I mean, no, because in chemistry, equilibrium is when the interesting things end. Like when you have your reaction, right? When you reach the equilibrium, that's the end of the reaction. For every single reaction.
You could argue.
I would even say in physics.
That's the same for medicine.
But equilibrium is homeostasis. Then. That's precisely my point.
It is. I get it. Like, I get disorders are interesting and like diseases are interesting. They're probably more interesting than the homeostasis part. But homeostasis is a very important thing to know in order to treat those illnesses.
Okay, homeostasis is actually not what I thought it was. What I was thinking about is like when you have. Hold on, let me see. Osmosis. What's osmosis? I was thinking of osmosis. My goodness. First of all, I would just like to mention I never in my life mentioned osmosis other than when studying medicine, which means that I remember this word from years ago when I was doing the integumentary system research.
Oh,
I remember that word from then, and I hate osmosis. It's idiotic.
I also hate osmosis.
It is terrible. It's shit. I hate it with a burning passion. Homeostasis is fine. I'm fine with homeostasis.
Homeostasis is fun. Osmosis is quite boring.
I just missed because I felt like regulation meant that blood is going throughout the entire body, and then it's like osmosizing everything to average it out.
Also, I think psychology is extremely interesting. I love psychology. Somebody said it was boring.
I feel like psychology is. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Because there's the whole
I like knowing how the brain works.
I don't like psychology because the well is too poisoned. You have so much shit research.
That is fair. That is fair. I love
like you start learning
psychology.
Yeah, but I mean, you start learning about psychology, you find some kind of claim, you're like, oh, that's interesting. You reach deeper into it, and it's like, oh, that claim is actually there's like no study behind it. Just some random German dude in the 1800s just said it was true, and so it just.
Or if there was a study behind it, the study was highly skewed and done.
Yeah, exactly.
I find that a lot too.
That's the reason why I don't like psychology, because everyone keeps mentioning like the different psychological thing. I don't mean medicine people. I mean average the peasants. Like they keep mentioning all the different interesting psychological things to me without ever fucking checking if they're even true. It bothers me. I don't like it. I think this year they had a bunch of bio, especially neurotransmitters. That's curious. But psych is really plagued by Freud and Jung and their copycats. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Honestly, the damage a single guy with mommy issues can do. It's staggering. I feel like blood to wound is gonna be a bitch for me because I don't think I'll be able to fit in the full platelets mechanism. So I'm just gonna do simplified platelets mechanism.
Oh yeah, no, the whole way that it works. Let me see if I can find a whole diagram.
And the coke addiction. Don't forget about this coke addiction.
I mean, they were all on coke back then, right?
Doesn't every field in science have the same amount of shit research? Absolutely not. The golden standard is physics. Nothing has better research than physics because they keep building comically oversized machines to double check it. Psychology is the shittest. Or alternatively, it might be a bit of a hot take, but I would say if there's one field that's shittiest, then psychology. And once again, I'm not criticizing field as a whole. Only I'm saying how much how much the well is poisoned. Then the only thing that would cross psychology would be social studies. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't go too far into like how the platelets worked, is because I do remember some of this, and some of those acronyms that I was telling you about, I was like, I remember some. This is what I was talking about. It is absolutely disgusting.
Well, I mean, I can understand the calcium ion. that counts for something.
Like I understand like the fibrinogen is like, I think it's a protein that connects and does stuff, but like all of the intercell working is where I get lost. Like once it leaves the cell, I kind of get it, but there's a lot.
Explain ATP to make it. I know what ATP is. I'm not a Neanderthal. Day drinking. Oh, cheers to that, unholy thingy. Cheers to that.
Yeah.
This is a lot. No,
Yeah,
the feedbacks.
It's gross. Sorry about that. Sorry I did that to you. I mean,
Okay.
this one might be a little bit easier to read, but like not really.
Keep it as simplified and just mention roughly what this.
See, I keep getting security checks. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Is ResearchGate are they going to like hack me? Because that's the second time ResearchGate has done that to me.
I don't know. I always source my papers from
Wait, this
viable
is a great one. I
sources.
found a great one to explain it to you. Well, but by explain it to you, I mean look at it and see if I can explain it.
Okay.
Because this doesn't have all of like the individual chemicals. It just breaks it down into clotting factors, and you should know like what those clotting factors
they all look made up. First of all, they look like if someone was trying to pretend to be a doctor. Yeah, the thrombin activates the thrombin, the fibrinogen, the fibrin. Alright, do go on. Floor is yours.
Yeah. That one's not too bad. I would use that image as a basis if you were going to talk about the platelet formation. Because it's a disgusting pathway. Oh my god, look at this one. That's just so gross. That one's just, wait, I'm gonna show you. That one's also very gross.
I like it when they look like just, schizophrenic maps of how the deep state controls the government.
Honestly, right?
This is me, like, my mental image of what playing Stardew Valley feels like. Like, if I spend enough time, I imagine I could decipher it, but it's not worth it. No, I don't care about it that much.
Well, okay, Google said I did okay. I asked how to teach blood anatomy because I was like, am I missing anything? It says composition, functions, and key components of blood. I think I touched on all that.
I think so. I think I'm pretty. I think I'm pretty. Personally, and handsome.
You're pretty.
Yeah.
You are very pretty.
Am I really gonna make a medicine video? It's been a long time.
Are you gonna do blood typing at all or no?
Oh
Blood typing
shit!
is to explain.
Shit.
What?
The blood types, right? That's what it started with. How do you test for a blood type?
So there's like, I've done it before.
I imagine that's what I'm asking.
Let me see if I can pull up an image of it.
Phlebotomy
It's not that hard.
Is it phlebotomy?
Yeah, and phlebotomy.
Oh my goodness! See, I listen.
See, I didn't do it that way.
You women say that men don't listen, but I fucking remember phlebotomy.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's a
Oh,
really
actually,
wacky word.
I have two great pictures to show you. Wait, well, the first one it actually isn't that important, but it's just the kit itself. It's pretty fun. Let me pull up what it actually looks like.
How much does a kid like that? Okay, oh, but can you actually do it yourself?
Can you buy it?
Well, I would like to. Because then I could just, on the video, you know, extract my blood and test it.
So, oh. Okay, I have it pulled up. If you pull up that second image, I can kind of show you what that blood test basically means. So the ones that are smooth like that means that those antibodies aren't present, because if they were present, then they would be broken up, lysed, kind of like how the anti-D works. The D antigen is what Rh factor is, but the antigen name is antigen D. So with this sample, you can tell that antigen is present because it has the antibody. And then the control, which has nothing. So if her blood did have antigen A, for example, when she smeared it on that spot there's a chemical that we put onto the paper, and it would coagulate and break down the blood cell if it was present, but it's not present.
Makes sense. Okay, and alright. I could buy a kit like that, I imagine.
Yeah, it's very easy. Very easy, very fun.
Easy is not the problem. The price is a problem. Right before the stream, my account got declined. The service that my hosting service for my website just tried to bill me, but I didn't have enough funds in my account. They tried to bill me $10. my account got declined on $10. So like, price is a much bigger issue for me.
This little nifty device, I always hated it, but let me see, can I just copy the picture? Yes. This one I don't have like a test result sample, but that's to test for hematocrit. And basically it's just a little puncture on your finger, and you collect it in one of these tubes, and it goes into that little machine, and it reads out the number for you. It's very, very simple.
And what does it check?
And then there's like a testing strip. What?
And what does it check?
Hematocrit, which is the percentage of your red blood cells in your body. So it'll tell you if the volume of red blood cells is too high, too low, compared to the total blood volume. What am I hearing?
How much does an HTC meter cost? No.
You want to test your hematocrit?
I kinda like the idea of just testing myself every now and then.
Yeah. That's not the one I was thinking of. What's the one you have to centrifuge?
Oh, I already have the centrifuge.
You should know this. What test needs a centrifuge?
Oh, you own a centrifuge? Name me every single experiment that involves it.
No, I was making a joke because it's phlebotomy related, and I don't remember. Oh, to separate the plasma from the serum. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, that does make sense.
But what is the test specifically? Because I've done one of those too. Luckily, none of our vials broke in the centrifuge. That would have been gross. Do you own a centrifuge?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that was what you were asking. I do own the centrifuge.
No, I didn't know you owned one.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember which test required it.
Yeah, I do. I have a little guy. He's hardworking. You know what's funny about my centrifuge? I've learned that it has a feature where if it's on for too long, then it just starts beeping to remind you in case you forgot to turn it off. and you'll never guess how I found out about that.
Because you left it on too long.
I forgot to turn it off. I like it when my machines are idiot-proof.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's for the coagulation test. That's right. So you'll put like a blood sample into the centrifuge, and it separates the plasma from the
Wait, just a blood sample on its own with nothing?
I don't remember what tube it goes in. I think it's just by itself and it's nothing.
That would be
Unless there's something
perfect.
in the tube that you collected in. I don't think so. I think it just centrifuges, it separates it, and then you test how long it takes, the prothrombin time that it takes to clot.
Oh, I would love to test my blood. I really am jonesing to test my blood, to be honest. I just want an excuse to
And
test
how
my
would you
blood.
draw your own blood, pray tell?
With a syringe.
One arm over the other? You're crazy.
I mean, you're not wrong there, but yes, that's genuinely my plan.
I don't know if... Ooh, that would be so tough, though, to, like, get it in the vein, right?
Yeah, I know. You've done it. You could guide me through it. Just
I've never done it one-handed on myself.
on stream.
I could draw your blood.
I
That wouldn't be an issue.
I don't mean to be that guy, but logistically, I don't think so.
Well, I think it would be simpler than you doing it to yourself.
I feel like, let me see. Oh, what's syringe in
I
Polish?
feel like there could be some really bad things that happen if you tried to do it to yourself. What if you did,
I feel like there could be some really bad things that happen when you do it to yourself. It's like the
Well, you know
main
what?
theme
No,
of
I
my
think-
life.
if I remember correctly, I think the centrifuge test uses capillary blood, so it wouldn't actually be too hard. A capillary blood is like your fingertips.
No.
I don't think it's venous. I don't think it's veins. I'm trying to remember the vial because there was a couple. There was some really small vials that we used.
Oh, I can buy like... How many? I'm sorry, that's a single syringe for $4. No, that's 100. Yeah. I can buy like 200 syringes because then I'll get free
You
delivery.
very well could. Is that going to be the second half of the video? Is you just experimenting on yourself?
You wanna know the brutal truth? That is the sole motivation behind the video. I want an excuse to test my blood. I want...
Well, I think it would be really fun if you could blood type yourself.
Didn't I
think
mention
that
it
would be
already on multiple occasions that the main, like the sole reason why I'm making a blood video is because I want to, like, get my own blood on video, extract myself, and then do also stuff with it without the YouTube being able to demonetize me.
I haven't been in stream for the past couple of weeks.
No, I
but
didn't mention it on stream, but wasn't that like a couple months ago I mentioned something like that?
Maybe.
Hold on, because I'm getting the syringes, but I still am missing $5 to free delivery, so I'm just looking at all the stuff they sell I could buy.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were short $5, and I would have been like, that is so real.
No, I mean, I already was short $5 when the server people came. I just dipped into my secret stash.
Oh, I hated doing the cholesterol levels and blood sugar. The A1C.
I don't know if I'm buying the right syringes. I don't know if I care.
Oops, I don't want to shop. Oh my god.
An insulin insulin syringe? That sounds splendid. Let's add it to the cart.
You could test your cholesterol. See how that's doing.
Ali, I'm doing a shopaholism. I'm doing a retail therapy. I'm buying syringes.
Well, you need stuff to put the syringes with. You need to collect the blood with the syringes, and then you need the test kits to use.
And what does a test kit involve? What does it have?
Well, so some of them are like actual devices that you need. Like the cholesterol, the hematocrit, those are both like different
Can't I just
devices.
spin it real hard?
Test kits? No.
Oh.
Because in the test kits, I think there's like some type of chemical that does the counting, basically.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah. But I think the blood typing kit, I don't think that should be very much money. And that one would be, I think, pretty simple and very fun to do, because I thought it was really fun.
I don't know how
Basically,
to.
You match the colors.
I don't know how to translate it to Polish because that's. I'm struggling.
Blood type?
Blood type test, yeah. I don't know how to. I'm translating it literally. I'm not getting any results.
So they are B negative. Wow. Man, I missed that. That's so fun.
I mean, I am still gonna order syringes because that's just a good thing to have.
On hand, obviously, for no reason at all.
In case, you never know.
In case of what exactly?
I don't know. I wanna be... You know what I realized recently? I was trying to get like it's comical. I was trying to get like a one-sided foil. I was trying to separate it off from the glue, and for that you need just typical tape, just normal standard tape. And I was looking around my office, and I had 3 different types of acids. I had acetone, copper sulfate. I had 7,000 different modules, just 40 different batteries, 17 different Raspberry Pi Picos, an oscilloscope, CNC machine, a broken 3D printer, all of these things, and I didn't have any fucking tape.
You know, it happens.
Wait, if you show them money, where are you getting all the funds to buy the equipment and make it? I'm like a crack addict, you know? That's kind of what I am. In many ways, more than one. And like, the thing about crack addicts is that, or addicts in general, is that they are in a perpetual state of not having money and yet spending money. It's a magnificent thing. I mean, listen, they won't be even that expensive. They're just needles, no.
Do you want to know what happens when the blood clots when it's not supposed to?
You suffocate?
No, it's called a thrombus. I don't have a
I'm
but,
sorry, but that is an idiotic name.
It sounds really funny. It sounds like something like a plumbus or something like that.
Yeah, it's a thrombus. You're one syllable off.
Yeah, but it's called a thrombus, and it's when a clot forms in an unbroken vessel. So, you know, not when it's supposed to, and it can stick to the walls, and it can decrease blood flow and cause tissue damage. But when it gets really, really dangerous is like DVT, and DVT is deep vein thrombosis, and it happens in like a lot of like overweight people. But it's when a thrombus or a blood clot forms in like the deep veins in your legs, most commonly usually. But they can prevent the blood from traveling to the lungs, oxygenating, and then you die.
The tone and the message were off.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly if you actually look at somebody with deep vein. I wouldn't suggest that. But yeah, it usually happens in heavier folk. It's not good. No bueno.
I really want to stab myself with a needle.
Well, that's not, that's not where that place wants to come from, Like, stabbing yourself with a needle might be, like, part of the process, but I wouldn't have that be the encouragement,
That is the motivation for the entire fucking video.
Yeah, I don't
I
know about
started
that. That doesn't
off-
seem very healthy.
I started off with I want to stab myself with a needle on camera, get that sweet, sweet, delicious blood oil, and then have it recorded, upload it to YouTube as a monetized video. That is the motivation. Everything else is just me trying to justify it. I can't find anything. I'm gonna just have to order 200 syringes. Because then I'll get free shipping.
Also, somebody was yelling at me about the thrombosis thing. It's called a thrombus. That's what it's called. Thrombosis is the act of it getting, like, clotted. That's the medical, what is it? When you diagnosis. The thrombus is what it is. Sorry, I just felt a little threatened there.
Need to
Why do you need? I mean, like, I don't get that being the sole, like, motivator there.
You're no fun. Oh, that's curious. You know the thing that you stab your finger with, like extract a little bit of...
Yeah.
Yeah, that costs like $1.
Yeah, I mean, those are very safe, I would say.
Oh yeah, I'm buying.
Those are very safe
God.
and easy to use. I will say, like, the only thing to, like, save yourself from some pain is just when you do jam it into your finger, you have to do it with quite a bit of force. Otherwise, it won't properly discharge. The needle won't properly discharge.
Just trying over and over again.
What am I trying over and over again? I'm just letting you know when you do it.
No, that when I tried, like, just shit. The start of the video
Dude,
is
that
just
sounds
me
so
like fuck.
I've had it done on me where, like, the needle hit, but, like, it didn't puncture, like, through enough. And so it was just very sore for a couple of days, but, like, no blood came through, so they had to use a different finger. So I got poked, like, 2 or 3 times that day. I've also had faulty ones. Faulty ones are fun too. And that just kind of happens sometimes.
I just want... I feel like... Am I the only one? Am I the only one who has that... The only way I can describe this curiosity of, like, wanting to see... Wanting to, like, test what's inside your body. That's a very wicked way of...
I guess so.
Tonight's episode, the writer's barely disguised fetish. Gross ninja. Disgusting. Yeah, I'm buying my my purchase history is just wild. It is. Let me see my history. All right. So right now it's going to be 200 needles. Before that it was 12-volt power tool, or just like circular saw power tool. Before that was batteries for that power tool, and before that it was just batteries alone. Before that it was a butterfly knife and a hunting knife. Before that, an oscilloscope. Before that, there was just a bunch of condensators. That's great. Capacitors. Before that, it was 10 integrated circuits of multiplexers. Before that, an electric heater module. And before that it was a Hoover.
Your history of each like fixation you've got.
Before the Hoover, there was 5 liter 5 liter of acetone and 10 liter of demineralized water. Before that, it was an IC camera with 25 buttons. There was a miniature motor, electric motor. There was just 3 different adapters, 2 spools of filament. This is fucking wild, and 2 piercings. So yeah, that's my history from the past month.
Question.
Yep.
What's the Polish equivalent to the FBI?
Oh, I don't think we have one. That's why I think I'm good.
Oh, so you're probably fine.
Yeah,
You're not on
like-
the list.
I like that it ends up with 2 piercings. Yeah, industrial piercings.
Wait, what kind of piercing?
Industrial. Are you familiar?
I'm vaguely familiar.
Them's the bars that go in your ears. Like,
Oh, okay, that's less gross than I thought it was. I was
What?
thinking of like the St. Andrew or something.
where's that?
Let's see. Oh, Prince Albert piercing. That's what I was thinking of.
I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna look it up on the
Don't-
second stream.
Don't look it up. Do not look it up on stream. Do not look it up on stream. I'm promising you that right now. That's what I
Oh.
thought the bar was because yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
And that was your first thought?
yeah, because it's like the bar. It's the bar thing. I don't know a lot of piercing names, so I thought when you said the
I have a banger image for it. I don't mean to be that guy, but in case anyone is curious, the banana is so great. It is so great. Oh.
yeah. Well, no, because okay, so the Prince Albert actually that's the reverse Prince Albert with the hook. The Prince Albert is
You
just the
know
bar.
this? How do you know? In what genuinely? In what possible circumstances could you have learned this? Genuinely.
I know a lot of information. Make it.
I know a guy who knows a guy.
I know a guy who knows a guy, and yeah, Prince Albert is a bar, and that's why yeah.
No, I mean like in the ear, like hold on. Industrial.
Yeah, I know
piercing.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I like those.
Those are good.
I thought they were-
Really good.
Oh, industrial.
Yeah,
Called industrial piercing.
yeah. The whole idea was that was the gift for my friend meant to be. Of like I made fluorescent stuff and I was supposed to like paint in the piercing with fluorescent stuff, but I still haven't gotten around to figuring out how to make fluorescent paint that can stick on titanium. So
Oh,
I'm kind
right.
of
You told me about making that for your friend.
yeah, but I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Yeah. Well, get unstuck. Put the medical thing off and get your friend a gift.
I just don't know how to. I mean, I have glue and I have fluorescent stuff, and like theoretically, if I mix the two together, the problem is that the fucking solvent is ethanol, which is famous for not playing well with glue. So what I need to do is I need to find some kind of glue that won't lose its properties due to ethanol. Then I need to mix the two together, and then I need to apply them. But well, I just got a bit stuck. I don't know exactly how to.
Yeah.
In worst case scenario, I can just give them a nice piercing. Say I tried.
You could do it yourself after you practice on your own body. I mean, piercings and needle injection are similar. They're in the same realm, same family.
Print. No, I won't even go there. I was about to make a joke. I'm not even. No, I'm not even gonna. You make me sick.
That's funny.
Traumatizing is what it is.
Type of content you can get with me, you know, anything from the
One thing.
formation of blood to Prince Albert piercing.
Like biohacking. I really want to do some biohacking, but I don't fucking have any clue for what I should do. All my ideas for what I could do biohacking wise are idiotic. I really want to attach a mechanical component to myself. For no other reason than I can.
You are absolutely insane. You remind me of that guy. You remember that guy who had that neural implant put into the like base of his skull, and it like came out of his head like he was that fish. You know, the fish with the light bulb. You know what I'm talking about?
Anglerfish?
Well, yeah, but the guy who
I don't know.
implanted
I don't know that
fish.
guy.
Wait, I'll show you a picture of him.
Picture.
Yeah, this guy. This guy. This is what I think of every time you say.
Oh, this guy! My goodness.
That you want to like do something weird to your body.
I mean,
I just
yeah. Yeah. And but you know,
Doesn't he sound like a fish?
you know what is the biggest issue of doing biohacking? Genuinely, the biggest issue. It's actually getting the ball cut.
No.
That's the biggest problem.
Getting the ball
Yeah, it's a sacrifice, you know.
You're right. You're right.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know.
Oliver rocks a bowl cut.
Why do people voluntarily get a ball cut? I don't understand.
I think it's such a vibe. You know, it takes a certain type of person to get a bowl cut and rock.
Yeah, someone who loses a bet. That's ball cuts are reserved. Should be exclusively reserved for people who lose a bet. Is there a rabbit hole for you? Make it the CCRU and the pneumogram. What is that? I don't respond well to people trying to push me down rabbit holes, right? I need to naturally stumble upon them. Otherwise, I just am not interested. I'm gonna look it up right now, and I can guarantee you. Hold on, let me just see. I can guarantee you I'm not gonna be interested because they try to push me down the rabbit hole. Track machine and down the hyperstructure complex units and numerical signifiers. Yeah, I'm not interested already. You already lost my interest. There are too many words for. I don't even care for deciphering what this means. Dynamic hyperobject of abstract machine endowed with hyperstructural complexity consisting of numerical signifiers and transformation vectors, which describe hyperstitional interactions between quantification and visualization. With it, this sounds like someone who, like a really pretentious person trying to impress someone at a party.
See, but I wouldn't be impressed. I'd be kind of weirded out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as I mentioned. But like, can't you picture like a very pretentious dick who's saying something like that, trying to impress someone? I'm not saying they're impressing. I'm saying they're trying.
That's fair. Well, no, it wouldn't impress me. It wouldn't like de-impress me.
It wouldn't impress anyone.
I would feel like I would think that person was a murderer if they brought that up.
Oh no, I would just feel like I want to punch him in the jaw. That's what I would feel like. That's what I carry the knife around for people like us, actually. I'm torn on the whole extracting blood thing. Because if I can't make any experiments with it, that feels like... Well, that will make me look weird. testing. I could test my blood pH of my blood. That I can do. I can do that. Okay.
You know, fun fact. Do you know what your blood pH is supposed to be?
I imagine. Hold on. It has positive ions. Where I imagine it will be low. 5? No, wait. 9.
Much higher, 7.4.
No. I got them mixed up for a second. Yeah, 5 would be negative ions. Positive ions would be above 7. Without a test, no. Not quick and easy. I mean,
It's like
testing
slightly more. Is it alkaline? That's 14. It's slightly more alkaline than water, but it's like very, very close to water. 7.4. I don't know. It's probably not helpful information, but
I can test and I can see if it's right.
you can see. Yeah, you can compare. Do they sell test kits for that?
For what, for pH?
Blood pH, yeah.
I have pH testing strips.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, you could just drop your blood on that. That just seems a little unsterile.
Me? In unsterile condition? No, I would never reject
Bro,
such.
wait. Are you gonna do a urine section video? Because I know. Sorry. Well, the pH strip reminded me of the strips that we use in urinalysis.
Man,
There's a whole bunch of things,
the
including
reproduction
that.
system video is gonna be wild.
But no, it's different. It like the kidney function is different than reproductive.
Let me first see like blood. It should be pronounced blood, shouldn't it? It would be so much better if it was blood. All right, blood glucose test. How do you do it? Just as a curiosity.
It's not too hard. I think it requires a little device though in order to read the strip. It's what diabetics use on the daily.
Once again, I'm trying to do it cheap. All I want is a cheap blood test, alright?
The finger test would probably be the simplest way to do it. I've never done it with the vein blood. You can do it that way, but the test kit shouldn't be too hard to get either because, like I said, diabetics use them on the daily.
What the fuck? The link to crypto.
Oh fuck! I remember having to learn all those tests. That sucked. I promise you, I could not tell you what percentages most of those things would have to be, but at one point, I did need to know that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get it for like $20.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Not really.
Chemistry of blood tests. I'm trying to do it in cheap, you know. That's fine.
Well, the most expensive one I've seen is $30. So like a $20 one, you'll like get a good one. 65 is the most expensive, but that one I think connects to your phone.
Test list, okay. Anything. Damn it! That doesn't tell me anything.
Make it all I'm gonna say is it would be really easy and really cheap to do the urinary system and test to see if you have leukocytes in your blood, because that would indicate infection or possible parasite. You might have parasites in your urine.
Extracting my urine is much easier for me than my blood. So are you sick?
Yes.
Not quite, Abhishek. Well, I don't know. Am I?
We don't know. We're trying to find that out.
Chemistry of glucose. Blood test. What is the chemistry of it? How does it fucking work? I mean, what are symptoms as of right now? The symptoms, I have a very extractable blood. That's my symptom. My my arteries are looking very exposed at the moment. Very pierceable. Okay, Venice sample. All right. Yeah, that would be fun doing 100, but I can pull it off.
What were you wanting to know about blood glucose?
No, I just want to see how much I have.
Oh, okay.
I don't keep any sugar in the house, you know, I don't have any, I don't buy any, so, you know, if I'm like making an omelette and I want it on the sweeter side, then it'd be useful to know.
Well, as long as, like, if you eat food, as long as your blood glucose doesn't go above 180, you're good.
Oh,
If it goes above, that's when it's like, oh, you might be diabetic.
Oh, look at that, home glucose monitoring. I'm certain that means exactly what I want to do, right? Like, I'm just trying to monitor my glucose at home. That's precisely what it is. Wait, you mean to say you are bleeding but not healing fast enough? No. I'm saying that it's difficult to explain it.
It doesn't have enough prothrombin. Your platelet levels are low, make it.
No, I want to see. I want to see what the blood looks like. I haven't seen it. What if it's pink? I've never seen it. What if it's pink? I've never seen it. It could be pink.
What, your blood?
Yeah.
Why would it be pink?
What? I don't know. I've never seen it. It could be pink.
You've never seen your own blood before. You've never scraped yourself or...
No, I am invulnerable. Blood sample by pricking their fingertip with an... Oh, fucking cowards.
Make it, you're telling me you've never done a blood ritual? Come on.
Oh, you got me there. Usually it's someone else. I usually get blood from other people. That's what I need the needles for, you know? The syringes. You know how long it takes to extract all the blood with tiny fucking syringes?
Yeah, it sounds like it would take a long time.
Just take a CBC done at a pathologist. No, you're taking all the fun out of it. If we're saying make it and take something that's being awakened them. Ninja, I don't mean to be that guy. I've had this idea for like months.
Make it, are you at all interested as far as like blood collection goes? Like, are you interested in that and like the different tests they do? Or are you solely
Blood collection, you mean like, what does that mean? Blood collection.
Like, okay, so I'm more thinking instead of like the syringes, like when you actually take blood, you put them in a
Ziploc baggie for later.
cylindrical. I'm sorry?
Oh, a Ziploc baggie for later. I can take my blood and I can just keep it in my freezer. Ali, you're a genius. Wait, would I keep it in my fridge or freezer?
What? Keep what in your fridge or freezer?
Blood.
Why?
For later.
For why?
rainy day, you know this. Although, genuinely, the question: will I keep it in my freezer or my fridge?
Well, definitely not your freezer because that would
Yeah, so I'm thinking-
destroy some of the important bits in it. So
You know how
if you were to if you were to hypothetically store some blood in your vicinity, I'd put it in a fridge.
You know how in Sherlock, the series, right? They raid us out, like at one episode, I think Watson opens the fridge and there's like a human head in there and a bunch of other stuff. In my place, it's genuinely gonna open my fridge and there's already some fluorescent stuff in there. It's gonna be blood. Oh, thank goodness I don't ever have a guess, so that would be awkward to explain. I just like the idea of having some blood for a rainy day. I'm not the weird one.
That's a good one. If you ever want to learn any of the tests. I'm getting sleepy, so I might just
So am I.
hop off of voice and like chill out a bit and chat for a bit and then probably go to bed because it's almost 1 a.m.
It's fine, it's fine. In my case, it's actually 7 a.m.
That is wild. Okay, I'm gonna hop off.
Alright,
Bye.
well, pleasure having you here, bye. What if I get myself... No, can I get like the blood bags? Or can I just have a normal Ziploc bag? Just full of blood. I'm not the weird one in this case. You mean to tell me you've never been interested in just looking at your own blood? I might do it. We'll see. I'll need to do it correctly, but other than that, I think we should be fine. I think you can use Ziploc bag. Yeah, there we go. Just a little zip. I mean, I have test tubes. I could just repurpose. I'm just curious, and if you all tell me you're not, then you are all just lying. I've already seen my brother, I was not particularly amused by it. Well, I haven't, so maybe cut me some slack, okay? Anyway, I'm off. That was a live stream. It was definitely a live stream. We can all agree on that, I believe. I'm off. I'm exhausted. So I'll see you all next time. I'll probably already be working on some of the video by the next stream, and we'll probably work on it because my 3D printer still isn't here, and that issue is kind of long till getting resolved. And so for now, that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye!